Building a digital product is complex, demanding, uncertain. And that's where we come in. We're a group of creative thinkers, digital product specialists, dreamers, and team players. With over 15 years in the industry, 350 innovators, 50 awards, building over 150 digital products for our global customers. We engage in your awesome idea and help bring it to life. 99X Technology is now 99X. We're tech team players.
Hello, good evening. Welcome you all to the Elevate final movements of HackTron v1.0 game development and hackathon. After a long period of hard work, here we come to the exclusive movements of HackTron v1.0. So this is the final round of HackTron v1.0 inter-university game development and hackathon. First of all, I would like to introduce our judge board for today's evening. Mr. 𝘎𝘢𝐻𝐼𝑔, founder, CEO of Podigree Interactive. Mr. Ravindra Kure, founder, head and game director at Pram Studios. Mr. Ranga Pushpakumara, CEO and founder of Hellview. Mr. Thilina Premasiri, director of game development and at Arithmetic Lanka. Lanka, I'm sorry. And here are the winning teams which are qualified for this final movements. Team Gladiators, University of Moratuwa. Team Willow of University of Sabaragamuwa. Team Freaks, University of Sabaragamuwa. Team Vanity, University of Sri Lanka Technological Campus. Team Phoenix, University of Sabaragamuwa. The Crossfires, University of Sabaragamuwa. Team Eureka Inventions, University of Sri 𝑗ayawardhanapura. Team Game Master, University of Sabaragamuwa. Team Untitled, University of Sabaragamuwa. For this final round, you all have only 5 minutes to present your presentation to the judge board, and our organizing committee will remind you the remaining time for your presentation in the chat box. Okay, why are we waiting for? Let's begin the final movements of HackTron v1.0. Wish you all the very best for today's round. First of all, I would like to invite Team Code Runners to present your presentation. Team Code Runners, are you there?
Yes, we are here, Bhasha.
Okay, now you can begin your presentation.
Okay. First of all, am I audible to you guys?
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and then I'm going to start my presentation. Okay. Okay, I hope that you can see my presentation. So let's start. Oops. Okay. Now let's start. The world as we have created is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. With that great quote from Albert Einstein, let us start. We are code runners and this is our game Legend. Legends is a game based of AR concept in the form of an first-person shooter. Instead of sitting, augmented reality game concept enhance the amount of movement you do. Legends focus on a multiplayer gameplay, but there will also be a single-player mode similar to the beta version, but more advanced. There will be 3 base personas, the Hunter, Healer, and the Protector for you to choose to play as. There will be a level system based on experience for both these modes. The 5-round gameplay will determine the champion legends in the multiplayer mode. The team play will be strategical and in simple words, awesome. The league system will categorize the users for requirements we will explain shortly, so hang on. The single player will be based off a zombie gameplay where there will be a global leaderboard. Now let's talk about the Legends art style. Legends art style is unique to its core and simple in its sense. The UIs are eye-catching and comfortable, where it won't distract you from the AR gameplay. The key creative points are the HUD, which has many unique aspects, the in-game high score system, which will be available for the user. Among the thousands and thousands of games which are available, Legends will give the user a unique experience where they will be able to interact in the real world. Now, Legends need no extra equipment where the guns are just there to evaluate the user experience. Now, as you can see, we have created the complete AI detection system for the augmented reality and a Google Play console account to publish our game. Legends has a unique market compared to a normal mobile game. The growing market for AR, the flexible age restrictions which gives Legends the upper hand in a global scale. We have conducted surveys in order to understand the market for Legends. The monetization strategy for Legends will have a 5-year plan based off 3 phases. Phase 1 is the promotional phase where the game will be introduced. The website will be available for purchasing weapons. The weapon models will be able to be purchased by the players, and social media will be used for marketing reasons. The acceptance phase where is the phase where will we reach equilibrium of users and utilize the income methods of the game. In there, the premium version of the game will be released, and the expansion of gaming purchases will be available in that phase. Phase 3 is the expansion phase where the users will be connected to the hub. By hub, I mean there will be a lot of social events such as global tournaments, player meetups, live streams. So, this is the basic monetization strategy of our game. Now, let's look into a short gameplay of our game. Okay, so as you have seen the gameplay, these are the basic slides and the UIs for you to review. So with that being said, with all that being said, I would like to conclude our presentation for now. Thank you. Once again, I would like to emphasize that we are finished with our presentation. So thank you for the time.
Okay, thank you so much. And now I would like to invite Team Vanity. This is your time. Team Vanity, are there?
Yeah, we are here. Yeah, we are.
Okay, you can start your presentation now.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Hello, everyone. I think I'm audible to everyone. So
let's start. Hello, good evening all. I'm Sarindo from Team Vanity, and this is my team, 𝘐𝘚𝐜𝐤𝘚, 𝑐𝑠, and Sinet. And this is our game, Uni, the quest for the lost weeks. Uni is a story-driven 2.5D Metroidvania platformer full of whimsical and calming scenes, where the protagonist is an angel-like female character named Uni. And the player has to steer a flying vehicle called the Whale as Uni. Throughout the journey, you have to find and retrieve her lost royal wings and return home. We always try to implement a satisfying playthrough and sustain play experience with a fantasy/puzzle type story-driven narrative. The story is basically a made-up folklore where a world is in a faraway galaxy called 𝘁𝘚. There are different realms in the world, and most of those realms are ruled by a dark dynasty called 𝘏𝘁𝐻𝑡ron. The game starts with a small encounter between Uni and one of the henchmen of 𝘏𝘏𝑡ron, Spock. Along the journey, Uni will find different artifacts hidden in various places, and there will be hidden artifacts if collected. All that will lead to an alternate ending to the story. So, the gameplay mechanics are pretty straightforward and common to the subgenre of Metroidvania. The player has to steer the whale through many different levels, facing various obstacles, traps, and puzzles without crashing. And the only places the whale can be landed without losing health are called the landing pads. And also the whale can be landed very slowly without losing health. And each level, as Uni, must find different seals by doing certain tasks and use them to open doors, which will lead you to the next level. And currently, there are 2 levels, including the tutorial level, and we will be adding more levels aligning to the story. Moving on, when talking about the development process, the game is made by Unity URP, and the models were created by Blender. And we are happy to say that every asset, texture, and model that are used in the game are 100% original. Sound design is unique for each level, including the interactions and environmental music. Also, the background for the 2 levels was created by us, and we are working on the main theme music to apply later. In addition to that, we have utilized various optimization tricks like occlusion culling, text islands, baked lighting, custom colliders, decals, and GPU instantiation. These are some of the assets that were used in the game, and we are continuously adding more and more items to our disposal in order to create an interactive environment. As our game is mainly inspired by Ori and the Blind Forest by Moon Studios and Planet Alpha by Team 17, we were able to blend our own imagination and create to those inspired ideas and come up with a unique gameplay experience. We will be developing Uni even after this competition and is over. And as for now, there are some of proposed development ideas that we will be implementing in the future, like a 3D map where the player can interactively travel through and choose levels, a skill tree system that can be unlocked level by level, giving Uni special powers, moving and following enemies, inventory with collectibles, binaural sound design, and more camera shots and cutscenes. Also, we will be adding turnable guidebook /art book to our sketches and written story lore on this Rust Street. In order to implement those ideas, we are utilizing our business model and marketing model accordingly. For monetization, we will release the game for Steam, itch.io, and Humble Bundle, and we are planning to seek indie publishers and funds to take our game to the next level. Later on, season passes and DLCs will be added to the game relating to the yearly events such as Halloween, Christmas, and New Year. Most importantly, we are planning to maintain a developed YouTube channel to build a dedicated community with developing learning curve, so that we can take feedback and impression from the community while marketing our game as well. As an experimental initiative, Uni will be community target game that other than a profit-based one. Because of that, we will start a Kickstarter campaign, and when the community is growing, and we can initiate a Patreon membership. And we have to say that we can port and optimize the game for Android and iOS platforms later on. Basically, since the game consists of classic platform mechanics, the accessibility of is for everyone, and it will be ESRB rated E and PEGI rated 7. As the current speculations, but our targeted demographic is for kids above 8, teens, and young adults. Hence, the element of calm and satisfaction. So that is about Uni, the quest of the lost wings, and we certainly gained a lot of knowledge and had a lot of developing fun developing the game and starting from the zero knowledge. So thank you for your patience and thank you for this golden opportunity. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Team Manity. I'm sorry, there was a small mistake with our system earlier. There is a Q&A session after each presentation. I cordially invite our judge board to conduct this Q&A session after each presentation. So Team Code Runners, are you there? I invite you again for the Q&A session. And after that, Team Vanity, you will get the chance for the Q&A session. So first of all, Team Code Runners, are you there for the Q&A session?
Yes, Ms. Pamasha, we are here.
Okay. Judge Board, I cordially invite you to conduct the Q&A session. You can share.
With Code Runners, I don't have any questions, Bimasha.
Thanks, sir.
Okay. Next, I would like to invite Team Vanity for the Q&A session. Team Vanity.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can share your presentation and Judge Board will ask you the question.
All right.
So one question from Vanity. Have you already started the Kickstarter and Patreon campaigns?
Not yet started. We are planning to start after the demo is completed.
Okay. Actually, I see a viable plan in your project. So not a question, just a feedback. So keep going on this direction. You will have something good.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for that feedback.
Is there any other questions?
One thing, you have mentioned that you have unique sound design. So can you explain a little bit on that?
Yeah, we actually created different sound effects for different levels. That means for interaction sounds, one level would be another tone, and another level will be added reverb and such like. Also, the main theme is also developing right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
and also you mentioned something about binaural sound design. So can you elaborate on that too?
The binaural sound design is basically the when enable that function, the sounds will come to our ears separately. From that experience, we can get like a natural feel of the sound environment. The recent implement of that technique I have is Senua sacrifice, whispering in ears, like technologies.
Okay. Okay. All right. Congratulations and keep going. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Tilina. Are there any other questions, sir?
No, Bimasha, like I have judged Vanity on the previous round as well. You have already wished them good luck on the project, and I see some potential on the project as well. So I think it's a good initiative, and I wish them all the best to get this product out there and maintain this product quality always. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, good. Thank you. And now I would like to invite Team Eureka Innovations. Team Eureka, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can start your presentation.
Can you screen my screen?
Yeah.
Hello. Good evening. First of all, let me tell you the truth. People don't download games, they download emotions. Every time you eyeball into slowly loading game screen, all emotions include motivation, inspiration, goals which you have set to achieve in the past place, joyful moment when competing with friends in multiplayer games. All of this just flash in your eyes like a stardust. Games get emotions when people you know in the game, or the places you have been, or the places you know. And that sends dopamine feedback flashing in brain when climbing up ladder amongst your peers publicly is intangible. That sense of emotions make people buy virtual assets within the game. What makes it more interesting is players make money out of the game while playing the game. By the way, the turf will contain all of it. So the game sits in the real world. Go out in the real world in order to explore the game. Everyone in the world is the main protagonist. Everyone's main objective is to secure and expand their territory. Build an impenetrable territory with resources which prevent outsiders invading. Explore the world, unleash the wrath, fight to the top, create a kingdom, and be the ruler. So target who have interest in playing mobile games and real multiplayer online real-time strategy games, aka MMORTS. Let me take you back and forth in time with popular MMORTS that failed and got succeeded. The first thing is Age of Empires Online. As we all know, this is a gem of our childhood. They launched an online platform which they shut down in 2014 because they made a desktop version of it which didn't reach much. On the other hand, when we look into the EVE Online, which went global with multi-million users and made it available for mobile also. What makes this game interesting is it's a community-driven one. So it's like you have legal systems, rebel groups, peasants trying hard to make it mark on the list. All these factors made persistent community of RTS from EVE Online and created a fully functioning game which resembles the real-world locations. In brief, just log into the game starts with your location, build your impenetrable territory, attack your neighborhood, and do whatever you want. The energy, coins, and land, those assets will be integrated with NFTs in future or in our own. And to keep it simple, let's look at the cost structure. We have game development costs, dedicated servers, advertising, app store commissions, and other game feature costs. Our market approach should be like referral marketing, influence marketing, and good old style social media advertisement campaigns. And the revenue streams most probably in-app purchase and in-app advertising. And in the future, after NFT got integrated, we will be taking 20% cutoff from every transaction that made through our platforms. If you look into the mobile players market analysis, we can see that there's a positive 5.6% increase each year. This is what means that the loss of age of empires online and the rise of EVE online, because most people like to play on mobile games. We are targeting to launch our game in the first year for Sri Lanka and Indian users with 3 million user base. When you look into the earn while you play market analysis, we can see that there's a positive 9% increase in each year, which resembles that users are more likely to monetizing their cryptocurrency through the games. Especially when you look at the blue box in each bar charts, which resembles the mobile phones, we can see there's a significant increase in each year. We made our platform as a mobile platform. In future, we will be considering to make it as a web-based application also. For the current time being, we will stick to mobile application. That's all. Thanks.
Okay. So, first thing is, you showed the demo. It was not clear at all. Like I think since video streaming, I think there was a lot of frame drops. So if you can
can you show that demo video that we have recorded already, or?
Yeah, wait a minute. So this will be to make the player that they are playing in the real world.
So all validations has been done while doing it in Mapbox. So in case if a player starts in a new location, he can start with his own address, his own house. Just in case if that has been already captured by someone else, you can only get 50% of the territory or start somewhere else, build your army, then go battle with him and get it back. So that is what creates the sense of rivalry when someone captures your location, the place where you are born, and it is owned by someone else. That makes the user interacted with the game 24/7. That triggers that dopamine feedback system and wanted to play the game. And we have allies. You can connect with other players and connect buildings and connect groups together and battle others. And we are trying to make this like a community driven platform where we literally don't know how this could become in future, because it's something like a social media, and the users can literally get to do whatever they want to, feel like fantasizing that they don't have that sense of power, freedom in the real world. And that is what we are trying to offer using this gaming platform. And in future, the energy and the coins will be integrated with NFT, non-fungible tokens. And we have already started the work on it, but hence it was not complete. We didn't push it with the demo. So what we are going to tokenize is mainly the assets, the players' assets, like the locations that the user captures, the coins, and certain weaponaries. And in future, there's going to be certain quests. So let's say if he finishes battling and playing, all his energy is lost. He has to wait for a while until the energy gets back. So for that, we are planning to organize quests. So in that case, there'll be like zombie attacks where you can get help from your allies or co-friends, co-team, co-neighborhood to battle them and save your territory. So this concept is entirely moldable. You literally can do anything you want to. So at the moment we have fist fights, drones, drive-through cars, and different types of buildings. And some of the animations we had to do it ourselves. So technology-wise, we have been putting a lot of effort into it to make it perfect. We have been testing it in 20 devices. and we are gonna launch it to the beta testing after the integration of the NFT. And so far, we have been just testing it with the APK. We have included the Facebook login, which is the Facebook authentication. So so that we could get your profile information and name, and using that you could get your friends as well. So that literally took a long time for us to go through the approval process and all. And yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think you guys have a good future, like, you know, coming to NFTs and, you know, getting tokens inside the platform. Anyways,
Thank you, sir.
What I would suggest is, like, get your you know, the UIs and the, like, clear graphics before you put it out there, and you know, have some good looking user interfaces, right? So rather than, you know, putting it like this, you need to, like, work on the graphics and all of that, animations and stuff. I thought that the version here is like on a 2D, you know, like top down version. So that is the review you guys are going for.
So this user interface is not final, sir. Even some of the assets, we didn't prioritize it much. We were just focused on the technology and the scalability of it. So in that sense,
Yeah, but
most of the
we have
functions
allocated some of the marks for the art style as well. So
yes,
yeah,
yes,
we would
we
have,
totally
like,
understand and agree.
would have like done a cleaner job on the UI. So anyways, that's fine. But I think you have great potential on the game, right? I think the world needs to see this game, and, you know, like, people needs to play this game, and also if you can, you know, like, localize it, you know. Now you are in your home turf, right? So if you can, you know, have a background with a localized version of your home turf or something like that, it would be nice on the background as well, like, you know, that's when it comes to graphics and everything. So I don't know, I don't know how you guys are going to tokenize and, you know, put the NFTs or assets on the platform.
We are going to use existing, like, services as APIs, sir.
Okay. So are you guys, where are you guys minting your assets?
So some of the assets we designed ourselves, and certain animations we got from the assets.
Yeah, on which network are you going to mint your assets?
Karthik.
But where you downloaded?
No, I mean, where are you guys minting your assets? Like, are you, now you said your NFT platform is coming out, and, you know, in which platform are you going to, you know, mint your assets?
Okay. Yeah, I get that. So currently we are just going to store the asset into a document DB and just get the document DB in Firebase and get the tokenized API, the tokenized hash number from blockchain as a service startup called HackTron.
Okay.
And they agreed us to give pay as you go in terms. So that is what we are currently working on.
Okay.
And there was another.
So there is gas fees involved, right? So how are you guys gonna charge that? Is it from the user, or are you guys bearing it on the first run?
So in this case, if they really want to monetize from the platform, we are going to charge it from the user at the first time. It is not a mandatory scenario. It's optional. He could either decide to monetize from the platform, or either play for free.
Okay, so yeah, so, like, this is a good concept, guys. So you need to work on the, you know, the NFT and all of that, on, like, getting it properly done, not just for the namesake. Just get it done, you know, like, there's so much potential in the product. That's why I asked so many questions. So yeah, so good job on the originality of the idea, and, you know, like, getting it out there. So
because having a nice UI, so we not in our team are not good with UI UX level, so we are planning to hire someone else to do it.
And yeah, you have to, and, you know, like, get the quality of the game out there, you know. So yeah, I have now my questions are over. Like, anyone else could.
Thank you very much for your questions and your insights.
Awesome, awesome.
Thank you, Shasit. Mr. Tilina, do you have any questions to ask?
Yeah, actually, not a question, just a suggestion. So yeah, I see that you have a big elaborated concept going on here, and you have focused too much on, I mean, not too much, you have focused on that and elaborated the concept. But the problem is, like when you make a game, you should give the priority to make it like make the game fun. I mean, when someone look at your game and when someone see that you're playing, so without all other details, without knowing the details, what's going on behind, what's on the technology, without any of those details, it should look, it should be attractive to people. And at this stage, I think that part is lacking on your project. But I really like the concept and the direction you're going. But you should work on that, and you should give priority to what I said.
We totally agree. Good job on that, and what we have presented so far in terms of user experience is something really mediocre. And in future, we might be able to do a better job. So thank you very much for your suggestions.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Tilina. And Mr. Ranga, do you have any questions?
No, Vimasha.
Okay, thank you, sir. So I would like to invite next team gladiators to present your presentation. Team gladiators, are you there?
Yes, we are here.
You can start your presentation.
Sure. Hello and a very good evening, respected panel of judges and my dear fellow competitors. We are Team Gladiators from University of Mortua, and we are here to present you our game idea, Space Villages. We know there's a lot of space combat games and there's a lot of space racing games, or rather not a lot, but there's a considerable amount of space racing games. And you love racing games, don't you? Yes, we all do. That's why for our game idea, we thought of combining these two genres, space shooting plus space racing. Our game model is racing and shooting. So we got our inspiration for our game from TV series like Silver Sun, and which is an existing game called EVE Online. So let's talk about how our game becomes unique in this genre. Our game story is simple. The Earth becomes inhabitable, so they need to find a new planet, and they need to go there. To go there, they need to find good pilots to fly their space ships. So why our game is unique? We told you that our game is incorporating both space combat and space racing. And also our game is multiplayer. So it becomes extra immersive with the integration of this multiplayer feature. Also, there is an interesting feature called pet feature, which we have thought of it would be cool to integrate into our game as well. Our game is cross-platform. This is one of the questions that we had with existing games. So some games were already only available for Windows Store and some only for Mac or something like that. So we wanted to make it available for everyone. There are several game mechanics in our game, like space racing, space shooting. You can collect space items, and there's the pet feature. And talking about the market analysis, we think of having kind of a penetration model with our marketing. So we need to get into the people's mind. We need to be loyal with them first before making huge profit margins. So we thought of giving our game away for free. Then we can get initial revenue by ads. We have already integrated Unity ads, so we can incorporate into many other platforms like Google AdMob or something like that. The existing ratings for these kind of games is very low, and that is partly because of the poor gameplay experience and also focus on not on the player, but rather monetary needs. But our game will be not focusing that much on monetary needs first. So we'll be making our game much more user-friendly in that aspect as well. So the business model is low margin, great volume. So we need to target our target audience, adults and young adults and teens. So we are going to go with that multiplayer flow. Okay, so without further ado, let me come back to our art style in a bit. And before that, let's have a live gameplay of our game, Space Villages. So let me share my screen on my mobile device. And hopefully, if no technical difficulties arise, we'll be able to see our game in action without any hitch. So my friend 𝘠𝘚𝑚𝑖𝑛 will join me with the live demo of our game. Okay, so we have integrated audio into our game, and if no technical difficulties arise, you may be able to hear it also. Okay, so no problem. Let's go with this. I'm going to click play, and there is our lobby. We can create a new room. You can join with other players who have your room ID. So I'm going to create a room XYZ, and I'm going to put my name here. And then I'm going to create that room. So there is our Unity ads that we have integrated. These ads are skippable after 5 seconds. So these will generate some revenue for our app, our game. So let's quickly go because time does not permit. Okay. Let me wait for 𝘠𝑚𝑖𝑛. 𝘠𝑚𝑖𝑛, if you can join my game. Yes, he's here. So ND, that is 𝘠𝑚𝑖𝑛, I'm here. Okay, let me start my game. Only the master can initialize the game room, just like any other game. So this is our game. You can have the basic spaceship controls. The mechanics, the pet mechanic, let me show you. We can collect this space garbage. This space garbage becomes your ammo because our game is a space shooter plus space racing game. So you can deploy a pet, and that pet will collect the, for example, we have integrated a sphere without any assets at the moment. So this pet will collect the space garbage for you instead of you going yourself. So while the space pet grabs those space garbage for you, you can just go on with your race. And also with the upgradables, paid upgradables with our plan, you can have the search area of the pet increased, and also your spaceship can be upgraded. Those things will be developed in the future. The multiplayer feature is working, and also the hitting of asteroids and shooting by the other player decreases your health. And let's go into the next screen, which is the battle zone. Okay, 𝘠𝑚𝑖𝑛, if you can enter into the dome, we can go into the battle. We are using Photo Network to integrate our multiplayer system. So since we are using the free plan, sometimes these hiccups occur in our system. So unfortunately, during our live stream, session, we are experiencing that kind of a difficulty, but we've tested it. We are using the free plan. So about 20 concurrent users can be in one game lobby, according to their documentation. So this is our basic gameplay. This is not some game that you want to play to increase your levels and you play wasting so many hours. No, this is just a game that you can have some fun in the evening with some of your friends. So we mainly focus on having a player-centered focus game. So we want to make it simple, not overwhelming to the player. And I hope we did some fair use for that. So thank you very much, and fire away the questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Team Gladiators. And Mr. Yasir, do you have any questions?
No, actually, it's a it's a cool idea. I just wanted to see how the demo works, but unfortunately, demo is I think it's not working, right?
Yeah, it's not working at the moment, but we just tested it before this meeting and it worked. So
no, that's fine. That's fine. If you could, like, drop is the demo available for us, Saket?
yes,
Yes.
Yeah, we can test it out, right? Yeah, we can see. Then we'll check it out, guys. No worries.
yes.
Good job on the the multiplayer side, and Fortin is, I think, using Fortin you can easily integrate multiplayer games and stuff. So what's your the business model on this? Y'all did not have anything about it. Like, ads won't do much. Like popping up ads. What do you think you can put into get some revenue into the game?
Yes, the ads are in the initial stage that we are going to get our revenue, and after that we'll be having upgradables to our pet, our spaceship. So, for example, one upgradable for the pet would be there is a search radius to collect the space garbage. So, say 100 meters radius without the upgradables, and with the upgradables, you can have 300-meter radius search area. So, like that, we can have upgradables to our pet and the spaceship also. So, spaceship, we can increase the space speed with the upgradables.
Okay, so yeah, that's all I have, guys. So good job on the demo. I hope you guys continue developing this, and try to get the enterprise edition of Fortin. I think it costs pretty much a fair amount. Try to get some like to balance the revenue and all of that. Try to get some revenue, get a new revenue model in, and like get it properly done, get the UIs properly done, and think about were those free assets, or did you create the ship and all of that?
They were downloaded from the asset store, sir. But the terrain map that we could not show you, the battle zone, it was developed by our friend Neman. It was developed.
So yeah, so are these the world is procedurally generated, or how does that work? Or is just the 3D space is how does that work?
Yeah, it's static at the moment, not procedure generated, but to develop the levels we are using some script, but it's not done in the runtime but in the compiler.
Okay, so in the future days, there might be about like 100 to million players. If you are like planning it rightly done, try to get the worlds generated procedurally, and elements of the space and stuff, how it floats, and try to create random elements in the moment. Then there would be a great play experience. Try to get those things done, then I think you will have a good version of the game. I wish you guys all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Do you have any questions to ask from team?
You mentioned about a terrain map that you couldn't show.
Yes.
Show a screenshot of that.
Shall I share my Unity project, sir, if you don't mind?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the one that we couldn't show you. So this one. So this one was developed using Unity terrains, and he has also added some materials and paint brushes and stuff. And this is where the players will have the final battle just after coming from the race, and they will shoot with each other. The points are also working, but unfortunately we couldn't show it in the live stream. After that, there will be the final scoreboard display. We also have integrated that. Also, we developed this one from the ground up, so no templates, no nothing. Also, we have integrated source control for this, so open source we can integrate in the future also. That I couldn't mention.
Okay. All right. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Rangal, do you have any questions?
No, Dimasha, no any questions from my side. I hope this is a great idea. So keep going, guys.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir, and thank you, the team. Now it's your time, Team Below. Are there? You can start your presentation. Team Below.
Of course, we are
Are
here.
there?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Blaze of Magic is a great revolution of magical minigame history. So a very good evening to all. We are software engineering undergraduates of University of Sabaragamuwa. Why is the Blaze of Magic unique? It is a magical game hub. We bring your fantasy into the magical game world, and we introduce a whole new way to play a game. And Blaze of Magic developed under adventure, sports, action, survival, and horror genres. The story built around the ferocious dark wizard, and our main intention is to defeat him. Before that, the player should have to face several tasks. Especially, I would like to mention currently the game would update according to the Halloween theme. And each season, such as for the Christmas, the theme will be updated. And you can see this is a 3D view of our game entrance. Task 1. You have to escape from zombies and collect potions. Running, jumping, and potion collecting, and these are the mechanics of the game. Task 2. The magical golf designed according to our group members' creative ideas. And mechanic of the game is to put golf ball into the goal. Task 3. In this task, we provide 5 lives. The player should continue their task through the obstacle way. Jump, dive, collect, while the character would be automatically running, and those are the mechanics of our game. Boss fight is the final stage of the Blaze of Magic. And here you can see maps which we made for our game, and towards the main characters include the game. And there are 2 audios, especially we mentioned only one audio specially made for the game for make our game unique, and it has composed by our group member. Blaze of Magic full game would be sold in Steam and itch.io. Actually, we hope to sell it in $5.99. And when we talk about the monetization strategy, we highly focus digital distribution methods like Steam and itch.io because it is really popular among gamers, and offer expansion packs which include new tasks, new maps, new abilities, new weapons, and many more amazing contents. And DLC would be released in future for the amazing amount. There are a wide range of formats and creations, so we wish to include very display advertising and product placements. And we can give an additional boost to our game through merchandising strategies, just like painting t-shirts, coffee cups, masks, and bandanas. And through that scenario, we wish to create a good fan base. And finally, we wish to arrange a free trial version to getting players to try our game is easy. And our targeted audience would be anyone who inspired with the magical content and magical creations, and especially teenagers and above the target audience. Okay, why did I decide to create this kind of game? According to the Radio Times magazine, there's 51% from all over the total population, and the increase of the magical content such as magical TV series, films, and especially the video games. And fan base for the magical and wizardry creation is predicted to the rapidly increased fan section, just like 834,000 members. And actually we targeted 5,000 plus downloads just 1 month. And the usage of digital games shows significant increase rather than physical games. And according to the second graph, we can see the growth of DLC market gets over more than 50% in Sri Lanka. Playing video games has had a positive effect on players' perspective well-being during the COVID-19 pandemic. So, with this kind of situation, we wish positive market impact for our game. So, what's next? Actually, we targeted PC, but in future, we hope to release this game in a mobile version. So this is the revolution of magical minigame history, and we're willing to get you all in a tour of Wizardry World. And there's much to be happen. And we are Team Willow, and thank you for the time.
Thank you, Team Willow. Mr. Yasid Sirisena, do you have any questions?
Yeah. So I have a few problems where I saw some issues. Like, what is the whole purpose of this the game? There are 3 levels. So what is, since like people love to be in a wizard world or a wizard, like hell, liking magic and stuff, you can't like place levels to place them. So what is the story of this like coming into the game? I just want to know, like, if anyone could like guide me through that, because I did not understand about the levels and stuff y'all guys mentioned.
Yeah, so in the beginning we actually introduced like 3 characters. Like so in the gameplay we actually have only 1 character. So the idea is like the character. So the set of questions will be asked at the beginning, and then a particular character will be assigned. So after that, the task will be like given according to the characters. So that particular part we can develop. So only actually tasks have been developed yet. So the idea is like the particular character will be going through all these tasks until the player would be reaching the final battle. So in each task, set of stars should be so according to the score, particular stars will be assigned, and only after 20 or within actually a set of particular certain stars will be collected, only the final battle will be faced. That's the idea. So in our task, actually we have included magical stuff like in the golf. Of course, there are like it's not just typical golf. We have introduced like portals. So the ball would go through one portal and would come back again in another. And the other task, of course, we couldn't like introduce we have a wand. So the particular task we couldn't actually enter a wand in there, but we're thinking of adding a wand and a particular magic effect.
Okay, so that's all I have, Vimasha. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Tilina, do you have any questions?
No, it's fine.
Okay, thank you, sir. And Mr. Ranga, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I have one question, Vimasha. How do you guys promote this game? I mean, do you have any idea about how are you going to capture your target audience? Is there any criteria or something?
Yeah, our targeted audience is children, like the teenagers actually, who are interested in the fantasy world. For example, like some are interested in the Harry Potter, Hobbit and stuff. So that's our target audience.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Vimasha, that's all.
Okay, thank you, sir. And thank you, Team Willow. And now it's time for Team Fritz. You can present your presentation to the judge board. Team Fritz, are you there?
Oh, yes.
Okay, you can start now.
Share my screen. Can you see it?
Yeah, you can see it.
සුබ සම්ඩක් සිරුම් අපි ටීම් පිට්ස් අපේ ගේම් එක නිර්මාණය කළ තියෙන්නේ කුඩා දරුවන් වෙනුවෙන්. ගේම් එකේ concept එක ගැන කතා කරද්දී සමස්තයක් වශයෙන් වර්තමානයේ කුඩා දරුවන් බොහොමයක් දෙනෙක් ස්මාර්ට්ෆෝන් සහ ටැබ්ලට් භාවිතයෙන් එයා සම්බන්ධව ගේම් ප්ලේ කරන්න පුරුදුලා ඉන්නවා. නමුත් මේ බොහොමයක් ගේම් වලින් උන්ට අලුත් දැනුම ලබා ගන්න නම් අවස්ථාව ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ නිසා අපේ ගේම් concept එක වෙන්නේ ගේම් එකක් තුලින්ම උන්ට අලුත් දැනුම ලබා දීමයි. ඒ වගේම අපේ ගේම් එකේ audience එක වෙන්නේ අවුරුදු 6ත් 9ත් අතර කුඩා දරුවන්. අපේ ගේම් එකේ genre ගැන කතා කරද්දී අපේ ගේම් එක educational mobile game එකක්. මේ ගේම් එකේ හැම ඔබ්ජෙක්ටිව් එකකටම අදාළව වීඩියෝ සහ ප්‍රශ්න ලබා දෙන්න අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. ඒ වගේම අපේ ගේම් එකේ ෆස්ට් ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් ස්ටේජ් එකේ අපි අන්තර්ගත කරලා තියෙන්නේ සිංහල ලැන්ග්වේජ් එකේ. ඊළඟ ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් ස්ටේජ් එකේ ඉඳන් අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා අනිකුත් ලැන්ග්වේජ් වලටත් මේ ගේම් එක නිර්මාණය කරන්න. අපේ ගේම් එකේ ෆස්ට් මැප් එක සලකා බලද්දී අපේ ගේම් එකේ ෆස්ට් ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් ස්ටේජ් එකේ අපි නිර්මාණය කරලා තියෙන්නේ ගේම් එකේ ෆස්ට් ලෙවල් එකට අදාළව තියෙන මැප් එක. මේ මැප් එකේ අන්තර්ගතය වෙන්නේ කැලයක් තුළ ගමන් කරන ත්‍රාසජනක ගමන. මේ ගමනේදී අපිට කරන්න තියෙන්නේ මැප් එක පුරා විසිරලා තියෙන ඔබ්ජෙක්ට්ස් ටික එකතු කරගෙන අවසානයේ දක්වා ගමන් කරන්න. මේ ගමන් කරද්දී අපි උඩ ලබා දෙන ලකුණු. ඒ ලකුණු ඒත් එක්කම අපි ඒ ඔබ්ජෙක්ට් එකට අදාළව වීඩියෝ සහ ප්‍රශ්න ලබා දෙන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. මේ හැම වීඩියෝ එකක්ම නිර්මාණය කරලා තියෙන්නේ මැප් එකේ තීම් එකට අදාළව. පළවෙනි වීඩියෝ එකේ අන්තර්ගතය වෙන්නේ මිලක් සම්බන්ධ සිද්ධියක්. දෙවෙනි වීඩියෝ එකේ අන්තර්ගතය වෙන්නේ පක්ෂීන්ගේ වාසස්ථාන හදාගන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා. තුන්වෙනි වීඩියෝ එකේ අන්තර්ගතය වෙන්නේ කුඩල්ලන්ගෙන් පරිස්සම් වෙලා කොහොමද කැලයක් ගමන් කරන්න කියලා. හතරවෙනි වීඩියෝ එකේ අන්තර්ගතය වෙන්නේ කැලයක කොහොමද ශාක ප්‍රචාරණය වෙන්නේ කියලා. පස්වෙනි වීඩියෝ එකේ අන්තර්ගතය වෙන්නේ රැස්සක් හා සම්බන්ධ සංසිද්ධි. හයවෙනි වීඩියෝ එකේ අන්තර්ගතය වෙන්නේ දේදුන්නකින් කොහොමද ඒ සංසිද්ධිය වෙන්නේ කියලා. හත්වෙනි වීඩියෝ එකේ අන්තර්ගතය වෙන්නේ මාංශමක්ෂ ශාකවල සංසිද්ධි. අටවෙනි වීඩියෝ එකේ අන්තර්ගතය වෙන්නේ මොනරෙක් කොහොමද කැලක ජීවත් වෙන්නේ කියලා. මේ හැම වීඩියෝ එකකටම අදාළව ප්‍රශ්නයක් ලබා දෙන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. මේ හැම ප්‍රශ්නෙම අන්තර්ගතය වෙන්නේ පෙර පෙන්නපු වීඩියෝ එකට අදාළව නිර්මාණය කරපු ප්‍රශ්නයක්. මේ ප්‍රශ්නේදී අපි ප්ලේයර් ලබා දෙන අවස්ථා දෙකක්. පළවෙනි අවස්ථාවේදී ප්ලේයර්ට පුළුවන් උත්තර ලබා දීලා ලකුණුත් ලබා ගන්න. නමුත් දෙවෙනි අවස්ථාවේදී අපි ප්ලේයර්ට අවස්ථාව ලබා දෙන්නේ නැහැ ලකුණු ලබා ගන්න. නමුත් ඔහුට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් ඔහුගේ උත්තරය හරිද වැරදිද කියලා. තුන්වෙනි අවස්ථාවත් අපි ප්ලේයර් ලබා ගත්තොත් අපි ඔහුට නේද ප්‍රශ්න ලබා දෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ වෙනුවට පෙර පෙන්නපු වීඩියෝ එකට වඩා විස්තර සහිත වීඩියෝ එකක් පෙන්වනවා. මෙන්න මේ ආකාරයට කොහොමද ඔහුට ඒක නිවැරදි කරගන්න කියලා. අපේ ගේම් එකේ ෆස්ට් ලෙවල් එකේ කැරක්ටර්ස් තමයි මේ තියෙන්නේ. අපි ගේම් එකේ ඊළඟ ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් ස්ටේජ් එකේ ඉඳන් මේකට අන්තර්ගත කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා බොයි කෙනෙක් සහ ගර්ල් කෙනෙක් කියන කැරක්ටර්ස් දෙකම. ඒත් එක අපිට පුළුවන් එයා කැමති කැරක්ටර් එක ගර්ල් කෙනෙක්ද බොයි කෙනෙක්ද සිලෙක්ට් කරගෙන ගේම් එක කන්ටිනියු කරගන්න. අපේ ගේම් එකේ ගේම් ප්ලේ එක තමයි මේ දකින්න ලැබෙන්නේ. මේ ගේම් ප්ලේ එකේදී ප්ලේට කරන්න තියෙන්නේ ජොයිස්ටික් එක භාවිතයෙන් මැප් එක පුරා ඇවිදලා එයාට තියෙන ඔබ්ජෙක්ට්ස් ටික හොයාගන්න. ඒත් එක්කම එයාට ලකුණු ලබා ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒත් එක්කම අපි ලබා දෙනවා ඔහුට වීඩියෝ සහ ප්‍රශ්න. මේ මිනි මැප් එකෙන් එයාට පුළුවන් එයා ඔබ්ජෙක්ට් එකකට ළඟකට ආවද කියලා බලා ගන්න. අපේ ගේම් එකේ level and world design ගැන කතා කරද්දී first level එකේ අපි මේකට කතා කරලා ඉවරයි. දෙවෙනි level එකේ තියෙන්නේ travel in the city. තුන්වෙනි level එකේ තියෙන්නේ a weekend in the beach. හතරවෙනි level එකේ තියෙන්නේ educational trip in a park. මේ හැම level එකදීම අපි විවිධ නිර්මාණ ඇනිමේෂන් නිර්මාණ භාවිතයෙන් ඔහුට අලුත් දැනුම ලබා දීලා ඒ හා සම්බන්ධ ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. අපේ ගේම් එකේ ආර්ට්ස් ඇන්ඩ් ස්කිල්ස් ගැන කතා කරද්දී අපේ ගේම් එකේ ෆස්ට් ලෙවල් එක තමයි මේ දකින්න ලැබෙන්නේ. ගේම් එකේ ප්‍රධාන අංග දෙකක් තියෙනවා. මේ පළවෙනි අංගය තමයි ස්කෝර්බෝඩ් කියන්නේ. ඒකෙන් පුළුවන් ප්ලේයර්ට එයා ලබාගත් මුළු ලකුණු ප්‍රමාණය බලා ගන්න. දෙවෙනි එක තමයි මිනි මැප් එක. මිනි මැප් එකෙන් පුළුවන් එයා ඔබ්ජෙක්ට් එකකට ආසන්නයට ආවද කියලා බලා ගන්න. මාකට් ඇනලිසිස් ගැන කතා කරද්දී අපේ ගේම් එකේ ඔඩියන්ස් එක වෙන්නේ අවුරුදු 6ත් 9ත් අතර කුඩා දරුවෝ. සහ ඇනිමේෂන් වීඩියෝ සහ මොබයිල් ගේම් වලට පුරුදු වෙලා ඉන්න නිසා. ඒත් එක්කම මේක এডুকেෂනල් මොබයිල් ගේම් එකක් නිසා අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා උන්ගේ දෙමාපියනුත් මේකට කැමති වෙයි කියලා. මොනිටයිසේෂන් ස්ට්‍රැටජි ගැන කතා කරද්දී අපි මේ ගේම් එක මොනිටයිස් කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ Google Play සහ Apple App Store කියන platform දෙකේ. අපි මේ ගේම් එකට ස්ටෝර් එකක් අන්තර්ගත කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. ඒ ස්ටෝර් එකේදී ප්ලේයර්ට පුළුවන් ගේම් එක පුරා තියෙන විවිධ ත්‍රාසජනක අත්දැකීම් වලට පහසුවෙන් මුහුණ දෙන්න ඒ ස්ටෝර් එකේ තියෙන items buy කරලා භාවිතා කරන්න. සියලු දෙනාටම ස්තුතියි.
Thank you for your presentation. Mr. Yasid, do you have any questions regarding the presentation?
No.
Okay, thank you, sir. Mr. Tirina, do you have any questions?
So if I understand correctly, your character can travel in the world and go to some location with some interesting object, and when it goes there, the video pops up and have to answer a question. Is that the way it works?
Yes, sir. They should go to should find the objects, and then he can watch the video and answer the question.
Okay. So like how does that the back end works? Like, is it like random videos with random pool of questions, or is it like a preset?
In this development stage, we had not finished it like that way, and future we are trying to do that way, like random videos and other stuff.
And are you going to embed the videos inside that package, or are they will they be streamed in the runtime?
And this development, we included it in inside, and after that, when we're developing this game, we are trying to embed these videos like Vimeo or YouTube, whatever platform we can use.
Okay. Okay. All right. Good luck, and that's all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Ranga, do you have any questions?
Yeah. මට චුට්ටක් කියන්නකෝ මේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ දැන් ටීම් එකේ මේ මම දැකලා මේක මොබයිල් ගේම් එකක් විතර ඔයගොල්ලන් ගෙනියන්නේ මේ සහ මම එක 3D ගේම් එකක් ඒ වගේම මේ ටිකක් ලොකු ටෙරේන් එකක් එහෙම දැක්කා තියෙනවා. ඔයාලගේ මොනවා හරි කියන්නේ ඔප්ටිමයිසේෂන් ටෙක්නික්ස් මොනවා හරි පාවිච්චි කරනවා සහ ඔයාලට මේ ලෙවල් එකේදී ගැන අයිඩියා එකක් තියෙනවද? මොකද මොබයිල් ගේම් එකක් නිසා අපිට රිසෝසස් ගොඩක් සීමිතයි. ඉතින් ඒ නිසා මොනවා හරි මේ විදිහට ප්ලෑන් කරලා තියෙනවද මොන වගේ ඔප්ටිමයිසේෂන් ටෙක්නික්ස් මේකට පාවිච්චි කරන්න හිතන් ඉන්නවද කියලා අයිඩියා එකක් තියෙනවද? දැන් මේ
දැනට සර් ඒ කියන්නේ වීඩියෝස් ටික අපි මේකේ ඇතුළෙම ඉන්ක්ලූඩ් කරපු නිසා අපිට තේරුණා ගේම් එක පොඩ්ඩක් ස්ලෝ වෙලා තියෙනවා කියලා. නමුත් අපි වීඩියෝස් ටික එම්බෙඩ් කරලා බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා මේ පර්ෆෝමන්ස් එක වැඩි කරගන්න.
ඒක මම දැන් ටෙරේන් එකක් එහෙම යූස් වෙන නිසා අනික 3D ගේම් එක නිසා මොබයිල් ප්ලැට්ෆෝම්ස් වලට පොඩ්ඩක් ඒක මේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. රයිට් ඒක ගැනත් මේ සැලකිලිමත් වෙලා එහෙනම් වැඩි කරගෙන යන්න. all the best.
Thank you.
මේ තව පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක්. ඔයාලා පෙන්නපු වීඩියෝස් ඔයගොල්ලෝ හදපුවද නැත්නම් මේ
ඔව් අපි හදපු. ඒකේ තියෙන 2D graphics සමහර ගොඩක් දේවල් අපි pre-sites වලින් ගත්ත ඒවා animation ටික DaVinci Resolve use කරලා අපි animate කරපු.
හරි. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. I think that's all. And thank you, Team Fritz. And now I invite Team Phoenix for their presentation. Team Phoenix, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, you can start your presentation.
සුබ සන්ධ්‍යාවක් සියලු දෙනාටම. අපි සබරගමු විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ ටීම් ෆීනික්ස් අපේ ගේම් එක තමයි escape artist. අපි මෙතන presentation එකේ outline ටික විදිහට මේ ටික plan කරලා තියෙනවා. මේක තමයි අපේ ගේම් එකේ concept එක. පුද්ගලයෙක් ඉන්නවා. ඒ පුද්ගලයාගේ අත්දැකීමක් හින්දා ඔහු අනාගතයට ගමන් කරනවා. ඔහුගේ අනාගතයට අපි එතකොට ඊට පස්සේ ඒක ඇතුළේදී අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා ඔහුගේ watch එකක් දීලා කුඩා time travel කරලා පොඩි කුඩා කාලෙක time travel කරලා මේ escape එකේ කියන්නේ prison එකෙන් escape කරන දක්වා සිදුවෙන ත්‍රාසජනක සිදුවීම් පාදක කරගෙන තමයි මේ ගේම් එක හදලා තියෙන්නේ. මේකේ ස්ටෝරි එක කිව්වොත් එහෙම ගෙවින් පීටර්සන් කියන්නේ බුද්ධ්‍යංශ නිලධාරියෙක්. ඔහු පරණ බඩු එකතු කරන්න ආසෙක් කෙනෙක්. ඔහුට බොක්ස් එකක් හම්බ වෙනවා. ඒ බොක්ස් එකේ වොච් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ වොච් එකත් එයාගේ අතට ගන්නවා. ඒ වගේම තවදුරටත් එයා බොක්ස් එක පරීක්ෂා කරනකොට බටන් එකක් ප්‍රෙස් වෙනවා. ඒ ප්‍රෙස් වෙනවත් එක්ක මුළු පරිසරයම අන්ධකාර වෙලා නැවත ඔහුගේ ඇස්සරනකොට ඔහු ඉන්නේ ප්‍රිසන් එකක් ඇතුලේ. ඊට පස්සේ එතනදී ඔහුට ඩයරි එකක් හම්බ වෙනවා. ඒ ඩයරි එක ඔහු කියවද්දී ඔහුට තේරෙනවා මේ තමන්ගේම අනාගතයට තමයි මේ ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා. ඊට පස්සේ ඒක තවදුරටත් කියවද්දී තේරෙනවා ඔහු නොකරපු වරදේ කියන්නේ බුද්ධ්‍යංශ ප්‍රදානීය කීම ඊමේල් එකක් යවන්න කියනවා මෙයාට වෙන රටකට. ඊට පස්සේ ඒ ඊමේල් එකේ තියෙන රහස්‍ය තොරතුරු ඒ රට පිළිබඳව. ඉතින් ඒ හින්දා ඒක අර රටේ තොරතුරු පිට කිරීමේ වරදට අහු වෙලා මෙයා සිරගත වෙනවා. ඒ සිරගත වෙන එක කියන්නේ වරදක් නොකර සිරගත වෙනවා. ඉතින් ඊට පස්සේ මෙයා තීරණය කරනවා මේ ප්‍රිසන් එකෙන් පැනලා ආයේ වර්තමානයට ගිහිල්ලා ඒ වරද නොවෙන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ තමන්ගේ අනාගතය වෙනස් කරන්න මෙයා තීරණය කරනවා. ඒ සඳහා අපි මෙයාට වොච්චයක් ලබා දීලා තියෙනවා ප්‍රිසන් එක ඇතුළේදී කුඩා තප්පර ගානක ටයිම් ට්‍රැවල් කරන්න අනාගතයට සහ අතීතයට. අපි මේක ගොඩක් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා අවුරුදු 16ට වැඩි ලෝක පුරා ප්ලේයර්ස්ලට මේක ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. ගොඩක් ගේම්ස් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා ප්‍රිසන් බ්‍රේක් පිළිබඳව ටයිම් ට්‍රැවල් පිළිබඳව. අපි මෙතන අලුත්ම කන්සෙප්ට් එකක් දාලා තියෙනවා ටයිම් ට්‍රැවල් එකයි ප්‍රිසන් බ්‍රේක් එකයි කියන දෙකම මේකට එකතු කරලා අලුත් ගේම් එකක් හදලා තියෙනවා ප්‍රිසන් බ්‍රේක් එකක් ටයිම් ට්‍රැවල් එකකුත් එක්ක. මේක ඇක්ෂන් ස්ට්‍රැටජික්ස් ඇන්ඩ් මිස්ට්‍රි කියන සියලුම ජෙනරේ සම්බන්ධ වෙනවා මේකට. මේ වගේම අපි බිස්නස් මොඩල් විදිහට මේක බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා පබ්ලිෂ් කරන්න ස්ටීම් එකේ. ඒ වගේම අවුරුදු 16ට වඩා ලෝක පුරා ඉන්න ප්ලේයර්ස්ලටත් ඒ වගේම ඉන්බිල් ගේම් ස්ටෝරි එකක් දාලා තියෙනවා. ඒකෙන් අපිට පුළුවන් කැරක්ටර්ස් වල අවුට්ලුක් එක ක්‍රියේටිව් තා ලස්සන කරගන්න වගේ ගන්න. ඒ වගේ මිෂන් වලට අවශ්‍ය වෙන දේවල් මිලදී ගන්නත් අපි මේ ඉන්බිල්ඩ් ගේම් ස්ටෝරි එකක් දාලා තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේම අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා මේක ලයිව් ස්ට්‍රීමර්ස්ලට දෙන්න ගේම් එක ප්ලේ කරන්න. අපිට කියන්නේ Facebook YouTube වගේ ලංකාවේ වගේම පිටරටවල ඉන්න ස්ට්‍රීමර්ස්ලටත් අපි දෙන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා මේ ප්ලේ කරන්න. ඒ වගේම කුඩා වීඩියෝ ක්ලිප් අපි සෝෂල් මීඩියාස් වල පෝස්ට් කරලා ඒ වගේම අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා මේකට ආදායමක් උපයන්න. ඒ වගේම ගේම් කම්පිටිෂන් තියලා ප්ලේයර්ස්ලට ඒවට ප්‍රසන්ට් දීලා අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා ආදායමක් උපයන්න. ඒ වගේම බ්‍රෑන්ඩ් ප්‍රොමෝෂන් සහ එක්ස්ට්‍රීම් ඩොනේෂන් කියන දේවල් වලුත් අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා මුදල් උපයන්න. මේ තමයි අපේ දැනට නිර්මාණය කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන ස්ටෝ එක. අපි හිතනවා අපේ ගේම් එක ගොඩක් ජනප්‍රිය කියලා. මොකද මේ වෙනකොට ෆිල්ම්ස් ටීවී සීරීස් ඒ වගේම ගේම් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. අපි මේ කාලේ තරණය ප්‍රිසන් බ්‍රේක් වගේ සම්බන්ධ අපි මේ දෙකම එකට එකතු කරලා අලුත් නිපැයුමක් කරන හින්දා අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා මීට වඩා ඉදිරියට අපේ එහාට අපේ ගේම් එක ජනප්‍රිය වෙයි කියලා. මේ තමයි අපි කැරක්ටර්ස් අපිම ඩිසයින් කරපු 100%ක්ම අපිම මේවා ඩිසයින් කරේ. මේ තියෙන්නේ බේසික් මූවමන්ට් අපිම නිර්මාණය කරපු. මේ තමයි අපේ ටයිම් ට්‍රැවල් එකේ ආකෘතිය දැනට. මේ තියෙන්නේ සාමාන්‍ය සීන් එක. දැන් අපි තප්පර ගානක් පිටිපස්සට යනවා. ඊට පස්සේ මේ විදිහට අපිට පුළුවන් අපේ ඉස්සරහට වෙන්න තියෙන දේවල් අපිට නවත්ත ගන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ මේකේ මොකක් හරි සිදුවීමක් වෙන්න තියෙනවා නම් අපිට කරදරයක් වගේ වෙන. ඒකෙන් මේ ටයිම් ට්‍රැවල් එක භාවිත කරලා අපිට මිස් කරන්න පුළුවන්. මෙව්වත් අපිම ඩිසයින් කරපුවා එන්වයරන්මන්ට් එක. මේ මැටීරියල් 100%ක්ම අපිම හදපුවා ක්‍රියේට් කරපුවා අපි අරගෙන නැහැ ඇසෙට්. මේ තියෙන ටයිම් ට්‍රැවල් වොච් එක සහ ඩයරි එක. එතකොට අපි කෝ ගේම් මෙකැනික්ස් විදියට භාවිත කරලා තියෙනවා මේකේ මූවමන්ට් ඇක්ෂන් රිසෝස් මැනේජ්මන්ට් කැච් අප් ස්පීඩ් ඉලෙක්ට්‍රික් වගේ දේවල් අපි භාවිත කරලා තියෙනවා. අපේ ලෙවල් ඩිසයින් එක ගැන කිව්වොත් අපිට හම්බුන කාලයත් එක්ක අපේ ගේම් එකේ සංකීර්ණතාවත් එක්ක අපිට පුළුවන් වුණේ මිෂන් දෙකක් බිල්ඩ් කරගන්න විතරයි. අපි තවත් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා අපේ කාලයත් එක්ක අංග සම්පූර්ණ ගේම් එකක්. තව සීසන් දෙකක් තුනක් වගේ ඉස්සරහට. දැන් ෆස්ට් සීසන් එකේ ලෙවල් 3කින් තමයි අපි මේ ගේම් එක escape එක පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙන්නේ. අපි තව බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා වර්තමානයට යාම සහ වර්තමාන කියන්නේ වෙන්න තියෙන දේවල් වෙනස් කිරීම ගැන තවත් ඉස්සරහට මිෂන් දෙන්න. දැනට අපි සීසන් 2කින් නතර වෙලා තියෙනවා. මේ සීසන් 1කින් නතර වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒකේ මිෂන් දෙකක් අපිට හම්බුන කාලයත් එක්ක අපි කරලා තියෙනවා. අපි තව මේක බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. දැනට අපේ මේක තියෙන PC version එක විතරයි. අපි තවත් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා Android version එක සහ iOS කියන version එකට තවත් ඉස්සරහට මේක develop කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. Thank you.
Thank you, Team Phoenix. Mr. Do you have any questions regarding the presentation?
No questions.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Thielina, do you have any questions?
Yeah. Can you explain a bit about how there is a time reversal mechanics, if I'm not mistaken. Can you explain a bit about how it works?
Yes, sir. So this Gavin has a little watch with his, and we going to give him like 3 times to use his watch to rewind his time in one mission. So he can rewind his time like 5 seconds. So if we so he have to go to like to office, jailers officers and something like rescuers. So he have to do like that. So if we face some like any crucial events, so he can use this watch and rewind time, and he can escape at that moment.
Can you explain how it works? I mean, in the technical side, how did you implement that mechanism?
So we get like from the if we think like this, there's a jailer. So we record his like movements. So we write a script to record his movements, and so when the player press a specific key, so it's going to play back like 5 seconds back at that time.
Okay.
So it's going to record the NPC characters positions like for 5 seconds.
Okay, so if, for example, if there are any like physics simulations or something going on, would that be reversed as well too?
No, sir. So we write a script. So we going to add this only to the characters that going to interact with Gavin, like human characters.
Okay.
So they are going to reverse back.
Okay. 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 Good luck in this.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Ranga, do you have any questions?
Yes, miss. Guys, do you have any playable demo?
Sir, can I play it like now a little bit?
Okay, for 1 minute, okay?
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
So actually we didn't add any skip buttons to the intro. So
Okay, no matter.
So first we loaded at our prison cell, and this is our diary. So we're going to first look at this, and the future Gavin wrote some incidents that what happened. So player can get an idea what happened to the Gavin. And so if we go downstairs, we add some cutscenes also, but we couldn't.
Excuse me, we can't see.
So this is the jailer. So we can like rewind his movements like for 5 seconds.
I'm sorry, we can't see your video.
Oh.
Sharing things.
Okay, Masha, there you go. No.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So so we also had some fighting scenes. So player can like earn some money from fighting in those fights. Mm.
I'm sorry, still we can't see the screen. Is that issue for me or?
Can you see the screen right now?
No, your screen is black.
Is it lagging?
No, not lagging. There is
Huh?
no any characters or anything. It's just a black screen.
Okay, I will share it again. Can you see it now?
Yeah, we can see the white screen. But
Okay, so I am going to load the game again. Can you see it? Is it loading?
Yeah. Now we can see.
Can you hear the sound, Sosa?
No, we can't hear the sound. But
Okay. I'm sorry about that.
oh, now it's audible.
Okay. So we had some descriptions for the player for when they going to play when in the first time. So as I said, they're going to first boot it in the prison cell, and they first see their diary, as I told before, and they see the things that happened before. And if we go into downstairs, so as you can, this jelly is working. So so I'm going to press my specific key to rewind his movement. So that's like this. We can rewind his movement for 5 seconds. So player can rewind this movement for like 3 times for a mission. And for last, I will show. So like.
Okay, that's enough. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. There is limited time duration, so we have to move to the next team. Thank you, team, and thank you, Team Phoenix. And now I invite the team, the Crossfires. Team, the Crossfires, are you there?
Yes, we're here.
Yeah, you can start your presentation.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Disara, and I'm a first-year software engineering undergraduate at Sabaragamu University of Sri Lanka. My team is the Crossfires, and it includes myself, Navindu, Sasindu, and Nethmini. And here's what we've been working on for this year's HackTron. Our game's name is Shut, and it is a single-player car racing simulation PC game where the player is given a very basic car at first, which they can weaponize and upgrade. The first map of the game is given to the player at first, and there are 3 types of missions placed on it for the player to complete in any order. The player has to complete all 3 missions in order to advance to the second map, and there are 3 types of missions: racing missions, shuffle missions, and destroyer missions. Okay, let's see what makes Shot unique. It's got a very unique name for starters, and all the cars and weapons are our original designs. When considering game mechanics, you may have already seen car racing games like Need for Speed, which has just racing, and games like Blur, which lets the player collect power-ups along the track, and games like Death Race, which let the player use weapons during the race. It's all either racing or combat, but have you seen a game which includes all these? Probably not, because you haven't seen Shot yet. It's got racing, power-ups to collect, and most importantly, weaponized racing. Another element that makes our game unique is the beautiful and picturesque terrain we design. Let me give you a little sneak peek into that. Stepping out of the typical car game backgrounds theme, our team has created a whole new unique aesthetic for Shot. Another important element of our game is that it doesn't have levels like other games. It's got different maps for the player to look forward to. Shot also offers virtual currency Shot coins, which the player can use to buy new weapons and other body parts from the garage. The player can unlock the weapons and body parts with each completed mission. Also, there's boosters, ammo to load the weapons, nitrous to boost the car, repair kit and shield that last for 10 seconds when activated. All these boosters will be floating diagonally on the track at random points for the player to collect while driving through them. Our game's target audience is all car racing enthusiasts of ages 14 and above, both male and female. And we believe we have the ability of reaching this audience by publishing eye-catching trailers of it on platforms like YouTube, use Google Ads, Facebook Ads, and create a Discord community for the players, and keep them updated on latest news through email newsletters. The market analysis for Shot. We plan on publishing our game as a paid game for PCs on Steam platform, and therefore we looked into the stats of Steam. According to Statista.com, there are 120 million monthly active players on Steam in 2020, and according to Steam charts, there's car racing games within the top 15 games on Steam, and there are car racing games in top 3 simulation games, and also a few car racing games dominating top 15 most played games on Steam. With all this, we can come to a conclusion that there's almost nothing to worry about marketing and publishing on Steam. We'll give a free demo version of the game to test our market at a 50% discount during the launching month. We could display positive reviews below the game to attract new customers, and we could also introduce Shot merch for all the fans of Shot, which will include t-shirts, gaming accessories, stickers, and keychains. With all that said, we strongly believe people will embrace Shot for its uniqueness, and it will steal the peaks of charts in no time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Team The Crossfires. Mr. Yasit, do you have any questions to ask from them?
No questions. No.
Okay, thank you, sir. Mr. Thilina, do you have any questions?
Yes. Can I know? Can you explain like how did you come up with the $5 price? Why did you select that?
Because there's only like in these games there's only just racing, and in Blur but there's power-ups and all, and in games like Death Race there's the weapons thing, and we thought of combining all of it and doing our own game with all 3. I'm sorry, in the presentation I couldn't show this slide properly. Can I show it now? It's got all the features.
Yeah, it's okay. And also, did you model this car?
Yeah, we did it with Blender. Our own design, we designed it and we made it.
Right.
All the weapons too.
Good. Okay, that's a unique design and it looks nice.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, good luck, and that's
Thank you, sir. Mr. Ranga, do you have any questions?
Yeah. do you guys wish to use any popular cars like Porsche or Lamborghini like that?
No, sir. We have our own designs. We have other cars too, but like the player only gets one car, so this is the basic first car. They have to upgrade it. No other cars, just our cars.
That's good.
Okay, thank you, sir, and thank you, team. With the time frame, let's move quickly to Team Game Master. Team Game Master, are you there? Team Game Master, are you there?
Yes, we are there. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible and you can present your presentation.
Sure, thank you. Good evening, everyone. We are from Team Game Masters and we are undergraduates of 𝘍𝐸𝐺 University of Sri Lanka. The concept of Sandrate is really simple and easy to understand. Sorry for the inconvenience caused. Good evening, everyone. We are Team Game Masters and we are undergraduates of 𝘍𝐸𝐺 University of Sri Lanka. The concept of this game is really simple and easy to understand. Sandrate is basically designed to take you back to the Christmas Eve. The story starts with Santa Claus having some amazing gifts, including toys and delicious candies to be distributed for kids of a certain village. All what the player needs to do now is to set the right path for Santa Claus to secretly place the Christmas presents inside the house without getting caught to anyone in the village. The targeted audience of our game are the kids of age 6 years or more than that, including both boys and girls. And also, Sandrate is typically based on strategy, arcade, and adventure game genres. Also, I would like to say that no any animated characters were downloaded from internet and we didn't use any templates to design our game Sandrate. The characters were animated by our own, and also all the graphical representations and eye-catching visuals of Sandrate are designed by ourselves to attract kids, and we didn't use any sorts of templates to create the game levels. We designed our game using attractive and eye-catching colors to attract kids to play our game. So because of these reasons, we think that we are really unique. So this is the initial sketch of designing our player character, Santa Claus. This is how we designed the character firstly, and then after that we animated it. So these are some of the art sketches related to our game Sandrate. So this is the resume menu that we created, and this is the logo that we created for our game Sandrate. And the other two are the skipping scenes that we created. And these are the screens that are displayed after the level is completed or when the level is failed. So let me now play a video clip of our game Sandrate. And the core game mechanics of our game are walking secretly, hiding, and jumping.
And Sandrid is composed of many levels, and at the end of each level, a new house is unlocked, and also each level of the game is with a limited time limit. So points are allocated for the player at the end of a level based on his gameplay. And also to make this game more interesting, we have included number of obstacles along the Santa's path. So these are some sketches related to the first and the second levels of our game Sandrid. So as obstacles, we introduced CCTV cameras, laser security system, and guard dogs. So once when the player encounters an obstacle, he is given with 3 options so that he can select one of those 3 options to get rid of the obstacle. And also I would like to mention that all these graphical representations and visuals of our game are designed by our graphic designer Minori Hevage. So basically, we have decided to use social media as our tool for market analysis, and there are many mobile games designed using this concept with very good ratings, but there are very few games designed using this concept with Santa Claus. Also, kids love the character Santa Claus, so because of these reasons, we strongly believe that there would be a good market for our game Sandrid. That's all about our game, Sandrid. Thank you.
Thank you, team. Mr. Yasit, do you have any questions regarding the presentation?
Yeah, previously I think the game was top down, right? Why did you all change the game to a 2D view again? Hello?
So can you please repeat the question again?
Currently the view, no, the previous presentation you all presented a top view, right?
Yeah, sir.
Why did you all change it to a platform type of a view?
We think, sir, kids sometimes difficult to understand this view, so we decided to use this view.
Okay, but I think the previously you guys like had a top view. That's why I was very interested on the game, because like that was a very unique concept when it comes to the view part of the thing. So now this becomes another typical game, you know, the typical view, right? So if you could, you know, implement the previous top view version, I think there would be some, you know, there's some potential on it. Because like there are so many Santa Claus games with the, you know, a 2D platform type of a running experience, but if you can, you know, have it on a top view, like the floor plan or something on that kind of a view, I think it would be very nice to play this game. Please consider like changing the view and, you know, doing something cool with it, because I think the other elements are very good, right? Like the art style and everything, you know, how you guys are unlocking levels and stuff. I think what you can do is really, you know, change the perspective of the, you know, the view of the game. If you can do that, I think there would be some potential on the game. And if you can, guys can release it before, you know, this December, at least a level or 2, it would be great, you know, since the Christmas is also coming. So I think that's all. I wish you guys good luck.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Tilina, do you have any questions?
Yeah, first of all, you have a very nice design called graphics. And yeah, regarding the gameplay, I didn't see anything special about that. But overall, I think, Yeah.
So actually, we didn't have much time to introduce the obstacles for Santa in our game. So we are planning to introduce those obstacles in the near future. So we didn't have time and we ran out of time. So we didn't introduce obstacles like CCTV cameras and all. But however, we introduced spikes and dogs as the obstacles for now.
Right, right. Okay, good luck and keep going. That's all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Ranga, do you have any questions?
No, no any questions.
Okay. Then thank you, team Game Masters. And this is for the final team, Team Untitled. This is for your time. This is your time. You can present your presentation. And yeah, are you there?
Hi, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
First, let me show our game first.
Okay, you can share your presentation and
okay.
Presentation. Okay.
Hi, I'm Vipum from. Can you see the game?
Actually, we can see it.
Give me a second. Now you can see it, right?
We can't see any game video or anything. Just a wallpaper. You have to share it, I think.
Now?
Oh, yeah. No,
sorry.
No, it's
sorry for the inconvenience. So, hi, I am Vigum from Team Untitled. This is our game Jailbreak. So, what is unique about our game is the player could control multiple different characters that have different strengths and weaknesses. So, let me introduce our characters to you. This is Big Mac. He is the strongest character in this game. This is 𝘐𝐚𝐤𝘆𝑚𝑛𝑦, and he is a master of distraction. He could visit to lure guards. This is Pippin, and he is the smartest and the fastest member of this group. And his main skill is lockpicking. This is Bully. In early games, he will be a very weak character, but when the game progresses, he will unlock many skills and become a useful part of the team. And these are guards, and they will be our primary enemy type. So let me show our tutorial level to you. So as you can see, player could control the character using selected character using WASD, and then he could move to the next character. Here you can see I switch to the Big Mac by pressing tab. For the player's convenience, we also let players to select characters by clicking on them.
Roger that.
Okay. So here you can see this red light, and that represents the guard's viewpoint. And if any player enters it, he will get caught, and player have to retry that level.
Yes, sir.
So
Roger that.
To escape from here, player have to switch to Pippin and distract this guard by whistling. So and then he could make the escape using Pippin. But because Bully is very slow, he couldn't do like Pippin. So for that he needs some help. To do that, we need to unlock this gate using Pippin's and get Big Mac out. Because of Big Mac's strength, he can large objects like this. And he would use his ability to cover this cast viewpoint.
Yes, sir.
So the Bully could escape. So player have to switch to go to the screen zone in the level to progress. And this is our prototype, and we will try to make it by adding more animations and doing various gameplay changes. So let me go to our presentation. So this is our team. I work as the programmer for this game. Arts and 𝘐𝑚𝐤𝑆ℎ for animations and so we are targeting our game for fans of stealth-based games. But we also want to make our game more friendly to players from every age group and casual gamers. This is our roadmap. So first, we completed our initial step, submitting our prototype for HackTron. And this is, then we will release the WebGL demo, and then we will move on to a PC version, and finally we will set with the mobile version. So our WebGL version will be a beta version, and we will release it for mobile online WebGL platforms like 𝘍𝐸𝐺. Then we will use tools like Firebase and Data Studio to collect and analyze per user anonymous data, so we could optimize our games further. And we think with this WebGL version will help us on marketing too. Then we will release our PC version for platforms like Steam for fixed price. Our mobile version will have a freemium model, and we will rely on advertisements and microtransaction. The game will feature microtransactions like skins for characters and power-ups that makes the game easier for players. Also, the player could buy a ad-free premium version for mobile for fixed price, and that version will be similar to the PC version. Thank you. If you have any question, I'm happy to answer.
Yeah, so what's with the business model? So how are you guys focusing on that?
PC version will have a fixed price, and the mobile version will have a premium model. The WebGL version will be a free one. It will act as a testing ground for us.
Okay, so if I'm a premium user, what features would I get on the platform? Yeah, like your game.
You will get all the things you have to get from microtransaction unlocked, and you won't see any ads.
Okay, so the art style is it original?
Yes. We drew almost all of them. Like the characters, we drew all of them. Like we only use some few props.
Okay, good work on the art. Like it looks good. Yeah, that's all, guys.
Okay, thank you, sir. Mr. Tirina, do you have any questions?
Your design is nice.
Thank you.
So, like, how many puzzle type maps that you have developed so far?
We created 3 levels for this prototype, and we are working on some other stuff. Like the characters have many different skills in the game.
Right. So what's the end goal? Is it like just
to escape from the jails?
So throughout the maps you are
actually this also we designed this the level I showed for you for a later game when they escape from the prison, but we thought this level will work as a good tutorial, so we changed it because it features many gameplay features.
Okay, all right. Good luck, and that's all.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And Mr. Ranga, do you have any questions?
Yes, what about those sound effects? I mean, sound effects and background music. Did you create them your own or?
Oh no, sir. We use the royalty-free music. We created the whistle by yourself. The characters.
Okay, Masha. That's it.
Okay, thank you, sir, and thank you, Team Untitled. And with that, it is the last team we had for the final segment. And thank you all for your final presentations. I hope you all did an amazing job for give a best shot for this final round. And the final results will be announced at the tomorrow's closing ceremony. So I cordially invite you all for the final for tomorrow's final results for the closing remarks. And now I would like to pay our gratitude towards the judge board today for the valuable time and their support and the courage you had given for this HackTron v.0 to all the project. So first of all, I would like to invite Mr. 𝘎𝘢𝘐𝙬𝘪𝘐𝑚, founder, CEO of Pedigree Interactive, for accept this virtual token of appreciation. Sir.
Thank you, guys. Good initiative, and so a lot of good games today. I hope you guys keep developing, and don't let go of the product. Try to keep it. Try to develop it as long as you can, and keep pushing it to the stores, and the web and all of that. Get those WebGL games out. Get the Google, the Android games out, the iOS games out, and make people play, and don't stop developing as a team. You guys need to continue, and get a good product out there. That's what we really wish you guys to do, and all the best.
Thank you, sir. Your words and your courage is very helpful to our project. And I would like to invite next Mr. Thilina Premasiri, Director of Game Development at Arimac Lanka. Sir, please accept this virtual token of appreciation, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, regarding the things I saw today, actually looks promising. And the most important thing is don't just stop working on these projects, no matter how they looks, no matter what's the current state. It's very important to start a project, and it's really important to finish it, no matter what's the final outcome. Just finish it, because that is something, by doing that you will learn a lot of things that would be very important for the next project. And at the end, it may be successful, it may be not, but still I don't really think any finished product is not an unsuccessful product, because you have to learn, you have to gather what you can from that project and keep on with the next project. So yeah, go ahead and finish there.
Thank you, sir, for being a judge panel Hackathon and the HackTron v1.0, I'm sorry. And now I invite Mr. Ranga Pushpakumara, CEO and founder at 𝘏𝑢𝐿𝑎𝑑𝑒v, for accept the virtual token of appreciation. Sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. I hope you are doing such an amazing job. Okay, so keep going, and keep going. We are always here to help you. So keep going. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your courageful words. And so with that, it remarks the last minutes of this final round. Hope you all to meet at the closing remarks at tomorrow. And I would like to invite you all for the closing remarks. And I wish you all the very best for all the teams, and for you did a great job. Wish you all the best and have a good day. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, guys.